Hey everybody, so the other video I made about the haunt, it just kind of cut, so I'm gonna make a new one. So I'm gonna just first of all start off thanking everyone who came, and thank you everyone who's been supporting based on, just from on YouTube, and also my family, friends, neighbors, all that has been fantastic. This year was our best year. We got almost about 100 people this year. Just want to go through, talk to you what's going to be the changes so for next year, and yeah, so we'll get started with that. So everything in the cemetery, pretty much everything you see right now in the cemetery and in front of the castle, more or less everything will remain the same. There will be very little extra things, like one of these tombstones here. I don't know which one yet. I'm going to decide on. Will be a rocking tombstone, so it's going to be moving, and because I got a mechanism from Spirit Halloween this year for that. So once I figure that out, that's what's going to be here. But the main changes is going to be inside the castle. So inside the castle, this room here is going to be set up. It's still more or less going to be the way it looks like today, but it's going to be set up to have some type of extra features to tell the guests that you're in a vampire's home. So there might be a table here in this lower section. There might not. I'm not sure yet. There's still some design features I have to work out, but more or less in terms of the walls, this is going to be the same. Now you won't be able to enter this way. This is actually going to be blocked off. This space here is going to be like a sound room, an area where I could actually get more. I'll have all my extension cords kind of leading to this space here. So this area is going to be private for myself. This is just going to be like a special access for myself to maybe access certain lighting. So this is kind of like going to be like a control room. This area, the lab is actually going to move. So we're not going to have a lab here. This beam is not going to be here. You're actually going to be able to walk through here, and there will be columns with, or I should say an archway in this style. So that rocky, grayish, dirt, brown, rocky look, that's going to continue, but it's going to be around where you're going to walk. So these are going to be removed. They're going to be placed somewhere else in the haunt. And then, so you're going to walk in here. This sign above that says, I think it says, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." I think that's what it says. That will be over here. It will be on the top of the arch, so you'll see it as you go, just before you go in, if you have the time to look and read it. So you're going to go in here, and there might be some fake fire lanterns on the side. I'm not sure yet. Those are extra details. They usually go in a little after the fact. So after there's all the rigid construction, all the beams and all that, after all of that's put into place, then you look at details. Once you put all your biggest groundwork pieces like this, then you start looking at details such as that. But this room is going to be basically setting you up to go into the next room, which is going to have our main character here, Count Vladimir, and he's going to be on the other room. And this, what you could think about the other room is it's going to be like this scene, but imagine this scene changed a little different. Maybe you have a little more ceiling detail. So I'm still working with that scene. I have to figure out exactly. I know what I'm going for, but I gotta draw it out better so I could really have something to be following. So, but imagine you could see this scene, but just behind this room. So this is going to be like another little room. Things are up closer to you. There's going to, on this shelf, the shelf is going to remain here, but on the shelf you're going to have candles. You're going to have this prop here. I think this one's going to go on this wall. And I'm not sure what other creepy things we'll put in this space, but the whole idea is to tell the guests you're in a castle that is the home of a vampire, if not the home of multiple vampires, but primarily it's this vampire who runs the house, right? So that's the idea. Now, this guy, I don't know where I'm going to use him. Again, he's somebody that he needs repairs. He's a prop I've had for a long time. We'll see what happens with this guy. He was also, the bat on his neck was something very big this year. It creeped out a lot of people. He was a very memorable prop this year. Almost everybody who came through the haunt mentioned him. So he's phenomenal, and he's gonna be he's gonna be a favorite to have next year, scaring people. But now we're gonna look at the pumpkin swamp. So this whole area is now gonna be the lab, and when you exit out in the back over here behind this orange tree, that's where his scene is gonna be at. But when you pass his scene along the hedge, I'm gonna build like almost like it looks like a tunnel, okay? But there's going to be a ramp, so you're going to feel like you're going down. And the reason why I'm building a ramp and not doing steps is because it's easier for people to go down a ramp than steps. Steps are a more higher tripping hazard than I think a ramp. And along the walls it's going to be made to look like you're going underground. So I'm going to use plaster paper, and I'm going to make crevices where there's like little holes in the wall where there's maybe a skull or a bone and a candle lit. You know, it's really going to be like creepy and give you that idea like you're going underneath the castle. And then when you turn, you make a left turn, you're going to now be in the lab. So this whole space is going to be the lab, and you're going to walk like this. So you're going to come back like where this platform is, but imagine it lower. You're going to walk at a lower level. You're going to walk this way, and then you're going to come out where you see the sign. So this whole area is going to be like the whole Frankenstein lab, you know. And so I'll try to make everything work out with that. You're going to see the progress as we go into next year, how I do all that. But everything here is not just going to be junked, okay? This is not just going to be stored away anywhere. All of this will be recycled for the entryway of the haunt. So before you enter the cemetery, this whole space in here, over here, is going to be a facade like a barn. That barn facade, if you want to get a good idea of where I'm going at in terms of the look, is the facade used in the Scarecrow haunted house for this year's Universal Studios Hollywood's Scarecrow Maze. So I'm going for a look kind of like that in this area, and I'm going to use a lot of those foam pumpkins and all those various pumpkin monster creatures. I'm going to use them around this space, and so that's going to be really cool, and I'm going to be really excited for that. I have the Ultra Skelly. I don't know where he's going to go with that scene happening. I'm not sure where he's going to go next year, but hopefully he's somewhere in this region, because he was a great greeter as well. People loved him greeting people and telling people more or less what to expect when they walked in. So he was a great find. I have rules here. I have some more people are actually going to come in like tomorrow. They're my mom's friends. They couldn't come the days I had the haunt open, so they're gonna check it out. It's not very many people. It's just like I think 5 families or so. They're gonna come in there. They're gonna check out the haunt one more time before I'm closed for the season, and I'm excuse me, and I'm going to be working on for next season. So that's pretty much it. The next video I do, it's going to be specifically for you guys, for the YouTube channel Monster Core. I know a lot of other people in that area of the New England, New York and all that area, they experience some heavy, terrible winds. So I kind of want to make a video that will probably help you with tackling that problem, because there's some things I've done in the past that I know has worked. So I want to share that with you guys. So stay tuned for that video and see you in the next one.